Hello everyone, and finally welcome to my Kpop Kdrama 2016 goals video. So it took me a long time to make this video because I really couldn't decide what to put in it, but this actually helps. This actually helps so much, and I realized that after spending a couple hours over the past 2 days trying to figure out what to purchase, because I was trying out different types of packages, what albums to put in the next package that I want to buy, and I decided, okay, it's probably time to make this video first, or write down all of my goals first, and this will help me make a package. I think it's gonna. So let's get started into it. So first here I have just listed all of my bias groups. As I've said, they're not in order, but they are the groups / artists that I am following, and this little line here is just to distinguish between the ones that I follow the most, and these are the other artists that I have albums from, but I don't follow them as closely as I do with these. So of course, as you might probably know from my other videos, I'm a huge fan of EXO, CNBLUE, and I've recently, over the past few months or so, become a huge fan of WIX, and SHINee has been one of the first groups that introduced me to K-pop collecting, and Taemin in particular. And Sistar, I have really loved Sistar ever since I saw their music video, Touch My Body, and that was such a fun song, and I can't even learn the choreography for that song because it's such a fun song. And I've been following Miss A ever since I saw Suzy in Dream High, and I really like their music, especially Good Girl, Bad Girl, and Breathe. Oh, the choreography for Breathe is amazing, so I've been following them ever since. And of course we have GOT7 and Super Junior, who I completely fell in love with after I saw and heard Devil, because that was the first album that I heard in its entirety from Super Junior, and I was blown away by how amazing they are. And the same thing I will say for Day 6, because Day 6 is one of the first albums in K-pop that I have liked each and every song on the first listen. All 6 songs, the first time I listened to them, I was like, okay, this album is just brilliant. And the reason I put them here is because these are the rookies, so to say. Then we have Astro, who just had their debut, and they're so cute. Their songs are really good, their dancing is really good, they were really good in the mini drama that they were in. And yeah, so Astro has quickly become one of my bias groups, and along with Oh My Girl, because I saw Oh My Girl's Closer for the first time, and it was such a beautiful concept. I even mentioned it in my Disney K-pop tag video, that Oh My Girl's concept is the most Disney-like. I mean, the album itself, the physical copy, is in the form of a storybook. I mean, how more of a Disney concept are you gonna have? And it was really beautifully done. And I really like their new album as well, Liar Liar. Their new song is really catchy. And I've put IU and Eric Nam here because these are the 2 solo artists who I really follow by themselves. So I have not included subunits or solo artists from other groups, because obviously, you know, there's Taemin, there's LR here. But yeah, these are the ones who are solely solo artists. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, solely solo artists. And the last thing I have here is K-drama original soundtrack, because I collect those too, and that had to be in my K-pop / K-drama goals. Alright, so to start with, I have here all of the March / April comebacks that I have not purchased yet, for the most part. They're actually all of them. I still have to make a purchase. As I was saying, I was trying to figure out what to get in my next package, and that's why I have this. So here 1, 2, and 3 is my listing of how important it is for me to get it right away, kinda. So for 1, we have Day 6, WIX, CNBLUE, Eunji's mini album, Eric Nam's mini album, and Akmu's full-length album. Obviously, as you can tell, all of these have not come out yet. We have Day 6 Daydream that came out, and Eric Nam Interview has come out, but the others have not come out yet. So obviously I will be getting them when they come. And yeah, so Day 6 and Eric Nam are probably going to be two items that I will definitely put in my cart to purchase, because Daydream is really good. And if you have heard Eric Nam's voice, he is such an amazing singer too. So he's kind of the all-rounder person. He is a great singer, he's a great MC, he's a great host. And I've heard on the internet, not sure if it's confirmed yet or no, but he might probably be the next one to go on We Got Married. So I might catch up on that show again if he goes on there, because he's a delight to watch. He actually even pronounced my name correctly when he came on Facebook once. It was, I think, about a week ago or so. And it was the day that his album dropped. And he came live on Facebook for a few minutes, and he was just talking to the fans, telling them that his album had come out, to go check it out. And I commented that he looked great. And he actually not only read the comment, he even pronounced my name perfectly. So I was just so happy. So, and then my second priority list here, I have two albums. GOT7's Flight Log Departure, so the album with Fly in it. And Oh My Girl's Pink Ocean, so that'll be the album with Liar Liar as its title track. And one of the only reasons GOT7 is number 2 and not number 1 is because I am debating whether or not to get a signed copy from M-Wave. So as soon as I make that decision, it might or not bump to number 1. If I do, it'll still stay at number 2, because that meet and greet isn't due until May. So there's like an entire month almost to that meet and greet. So I'll have some time to purchase that album. And the only reason Oh My Girl is number 2 is because it'll depend on how many things I put in my package, whether I include it in my next package or the package after that. But it's definitely going to be in one of my next 2 purchases. So the other 3 comebacks that I'm looking forward to in April are Twice, 17's first full-length album, and Girls' Day's album. And I'm not sure whether Twice and Girls' Day have mini albums or full-length albums yet. I should check that. Not sure if Girls' Day has announced their version yet, whether it's a mini album or a full-length album. But I am following them, but I am not sure whether I'll be able to make that purchase in the next month. It might have to wait until a little later. Yeah, so these are all of the March and April comebacks that I will be following and purchasing, hopefully very soon. And then for the most recent K-drama OSTs that I want to purchase, I really want to purchase Murim Hakyo or Murim School's OST, because all of their songs were really good according to me. Even some of the instrumental tracks that they played in the drama were really good, and I really want to get this OST. But so far they have not announced a physical copy of the soundtrack, so I hope they do that soon. KBS, please, can I get an OST for Murim School? One, Vix contributed a lot to this OST. So yeah, it's partly my Vix inner Starlight who wants to get the OST, but partly because I really did like the OST by itself as well. The second one here is Descendants of the Sun. And this one comes in part 1 and part 2. Part 2 obviously has not been released yet. Part 1 has been released, and if you watched my previous video, I actually have part 1. There was a deal going on Kmall 24, and I just happened to see the deal, and I bought it on a whim. So yeah, this is the first OST that I have before the completion of the airing of a drama. And it's beautiful music. I mean, yeah, I'll make an unboxing for that one, so I'll talk more about the music there. But I will almost definitely get part 2 when it comes out as well. And the third one that I want is Neighborhood Bar. This is an OCN drama that just finished a few days ago. And I think about almost a week ago, but I just finished watching it. And sometime tonight or tomorrow, I'm actually going to be posting a drama review for this on my blog, which I'll leave a link down below, and I will update the link once I actually post my review there as well. So please do check that out. It was a very interesting drama, and I really like the soundtrack in it. There were some really good action sequency music, if you want to call it, music tracks in there that I enjoyed a lot, and it suited the drama really well. So I really hope they release a physical OST album for Neighborhood Bar. And Lee So-yuk was in there, and he was so different in this drama because the first time I saw him act as a major role was when he was the vampire in Scholar Who Walks the Night, and he was made for that role. I mean, he owned that role so well. It was amazing watching him there. And then he is like a really young character who wants to be a police officer, and then ends up helping Baek-siun, who is a former secret agent. And interesting things happen. But yeah, it was a very different character that he played in this drama, and he did a good job, I think. So yeah, more about that drama in my vlog, which I will post very soon, so please do check that out. And I will be purchasing the OST for this one when it comes out. And actually, speaking of my blog, I have started a new K-drama series on that blog, and I will be posting reviews for certain K-dramas on there, some after the completion of the drama and some while the drama is airing. So the one that I have started as the drama is airing is Vampire Detective with Lee-jun in it, and it is proving to be a really good one. There's only one episode that has come out so far, and another one will come out in a few days, so I will have a second episode review up when that one comes out. I have my review of the first episode up there, so I'll leave a link down below to that one as well, so please do check that out. And finally, here are my K-pop/K-drama goals for the year. So first here I have the groups that I want to follow / keep up with, and this includes solo artists. So of course in my male groups I have EXO, VIX, Day6, CNBLUE, and SHINee. And I'm almost certainly going to be keeping up / buying the albums from these groups. And in my females, I have Sistar, and I'm pretty sure they'll be releasing a summer album because that's kind of Sistar style now, and they rock it. So I'll be keeping up with Sistar. And Eunji is supposed to release a mini album, her first solo mini album in April, and I can't be more excited for it. I mean, her voice is simply amazing, and I've been wanting an Eunji solo album for so long. Of course, I've been a great fan of IU for a long time, and I have I have about half of her discography, but in terms of number of songs, because I have all but one of her studio albums, so I have like maybe 60-70% of her discography, more like 60%. Yeah, I don't have her single albums, and I don't have her first and second mini album and her first full-length album. Okay, actually, let me go back down to 50%. I probably have 50% of her discography. I should have added that in my collection completion goals. Collect IU albums. But yeah. So IU, I will be following her, and I want to follow Akmu, so Akdang Musician, and they will be releasing an album hopefully in April. Really hope they do come back in April, because when I heard their first album Play, I was completely blown away because that album in itself was beautiful. The packaging was really well done. And they were marketed also really well. And their voices, oh my god, that song, Melted, is so amazing. That was such a beautiful song. Okay. And then I have my collection completion goals for the year. So 2 of my main goals for the year are to complete the Korean plus Chinese discography for EXO. So currently I have completed my Korean discography for EXO. So yay! And for the Chinese discography, I only have the 2 full-length albums. The 2 full-length albums repackages, rather. So I have Love Me Right and I have Growl. And I thought that would be a good way to start my Chinese section of EXO. And so I hope sometime this year I'll be able to complete the EXO discography. I do also have the Japanese album Love Me Right Romantic Universe, so technically I have their entire Japanese discography as well. My second goal is to complete my Do Kyungsu photocard collection, and here by photocard collection I mean all of the photocards that came in albums. So here I'm not counting all of the extras like the Sunny cards or the Yes cards, but the photocards that came in albums. And currently I am missing only 3 cards, 2 versions that came in the Exodus and Love Me Right albums. I have 1 version of each. I have like the Chinese from 1 version, and I have the Korean from the repackage. Yeah, so I need 3 cards to complete my Kyungsu collection. And actually, I'll need 2 cards once I get the Mama A Korean press card from the Mama album very soon, hopefully. Hopefully the girl who I've bought it off from will ship it out very soon, and I will do an unboxing for it once I get it. And yeah, Kyungsu is my ultimate bias, which is why he is the only one for whom I am collecting photocards. The others, I pretty much keep the photocards that I get in the album with me, so I don't really do exchanges for that. It's only Kyungsu. Then my next goal is to finally own all of SHINee's studio albums, or at least the repackages of SHINee studio albums. And currently the ones I am missing are Dream Girl and Why So Serious. So I do have their first full-length album, second full-length album repackages for both of them, and I have their fourth full-length album, Odd. I don't have Married to the Music, so that's also one of the ones that I would want to purchase sometime. And then I have my OST goals. So these are the ones that I have wanted to buy for some time but just haven't gotten around to. It's the pop OST from It's Okay, It's Love. And this is kind of the third part of their OST. I do own part 1 and part 2. And part 1 is the one with EXO's Chen's song, Lucky, which is such a beautiful song. I mean, I can fall asleep to that song too. And the other 2 are Master's Son, Juguni Taeyang, and this was with Soji Sub, and he was so good in it. He was amazing in that one. And Gong Hyo-jin in that one played such a nice character where she could see the ghosts, and it's really good drama. You should go check it out if you want. And the last one I've been wanting to get for quite some time now is Songyukwan Scandal's OST. So I do believe that on the websites that I have seen where I mostly buy my albums from, there's only the Songyukwan Scandal Special Edition OST. Hey, I'm not complaining, but yeah, I do want to get that one at some point. And the other things that I want to get is EXO's second box. I have EXO's first box, but I do want to get EXO's second box, hopefully sometime by the end of this year. And I want to get EXO's official light stick. So I have ordered this, and hopefully it'll be shipped to me within a week or so. I'll do an unboxing for that one once I get it. So that'll be my first and probably only light stick for some time, at least some time. The next time I'll buy a light stick would be when I'm actually off to a concert. I want to go to a concert, but yeah, we'll see. And the last thing I have here is a K-pop doll. So I see on Facebook, on YouTube, all of these wonderful, beautiful, cute, little adorable dolls. And what would I not give to get a Kyungsu doll? So I do know there are some group orders going on about the unfair dolls. So I'm debating whether or not to get into that. I'll have to decide soon because their pre-orders end soon. But I might wait until EXO's next comeback and see if they have like a dolls group order for that. So yeah, sometime this year. This is not urgent, but I would like to have a little K-pop doll. And the reason I have one extra bullet point down there is one thing that I am not sure I will do, but it's kind of on the list of things that I want to do, not necessarily this year, but at least once. And that is get the official membership for a K-pop group. I'm actually not sure if EXO has that. So let me know in the comments down below if you know more about that. Like VIX had their official recruitment sometime last year. BTS had their recruitment. I know 17 was having their recruitment. So yeah, so there are many different, and oh yeah, Cross Gene was having their recruitment at some point. Sometime very soon, I think. Right, so at least once I want to get recruited as a fan club member, and I would really like to do that, hopefully for one of my bias groups. And it does, as I said, it doesn't have to be this year, but sometime within the next couple years, that would be really nice. So yeah, this has been a far longer video than I thought it was originally gonna be, but I finally have written down all of my K-pop goals for this year, and who knows, there might be so many things that change because of the amount of comebacks that happen over the next few months. I mean, just look at the number of comebacks that are happening in March and April, and yeah, it's a crazy time, but it's a crazy awesome time. So yeah, I will do an update to the albums that I would want to purchase every about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months or so, and do sort of a collection update video as well. Like I do at the end of every month. From now on, at the end of every month. I know I did my last one in the middle of March, and I did one yesterday. So next one will be coming at the end of April. Or the 1st or 2nd of May. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Happy K-popping, and do let me know if you would want to suggest any albums, or would suggest any artists, or would suggest any soundtracks that are good to listen. And do check out my blog for more updates on the K-dramas that I am watching, and my reviews for the K-dramas. Thanks a lot.